This is the most racist anime convention I've ever been to, and the thing is, it's not even the convention's fault. Let me explain. I make dark fantasy manga and graphic novels. This weekend, I spent my entire time at a major convention in the US, and I'm there showcasing my mangas and some of the prints that go along with the series. But here's the thing. So tell me why, as you can see, I'm at an end cap. I am the last table at the row. And there is a table across from me. So tell me why, black folks, as soon as you get done with my neighbor and you go to turn wrap around, you glance at the booth. You don't even actually look at it. You see me and your eyes go to the ceiling. And you walk right past my booth looking up at the sky. I am not exaggerating. They literally look up at the sky. As soon as they get to this area of my booth, the very end, their head snaps back over to see my neighbor. And this didn't happen once. This happened all 3 days. I would say the majority of black people that crossed my booth did the same thing. They either looked up or immediately looked back at my neighbor across the hallway and then just kind of moved over a little bit. And as soon as they got past my booth, they looked over. There's nothing to be embarrassed about my booth. There's nothing etchy. There's nothing that you should be embarrassed about to look at my booth. And I am in no way saying I'm entitled to your money or your time. You don't have to hear my pitch. You don't have to buy anything. I'm not entitled to that. I have to earn your business. But what I am entitled to is a little bit of human respect. And the worst offenders were Naruto cosplayers. A prime example is I am not exaggerating in the slightest. I had a literal Naruto dress cosplayer go from my neighbor's booth, turned, looked up, turned around, had his back to me, and almost sidestepped the entire length of my booth, and then turned around and looked at my neighbor's stuff. Like, why are you guys so embarrassed that we are a part of the same community? We love this medium. The only difference between me and you is my love went a little bit further and wanted to create something in this community. I wanted to create something where you can have people that look like you properly represented this medium. I've showed you the covers, I've showed you the artwork that are all high quality. Why are you so embarrassed that you have to crab walk backward past one of your fellow creators? And I met with several other black creators in the community that I made friends with during this con, and I was like, yo, this is what I'm seeing. Do you guys experience this? And no one else is an original creator. Everyone else does fan art pretty much. And they're like, yeah, this is pretty common. We experience this pretty commonly. What are y'all doing? Why are y'all so embarrassed? These guys that I'm talking to are extremely talented artists. And y'all are embarrassed to even look at them? Reality check, y'all cannot be bitching and moaning that Japan is not creating proper representation to you. And then when you see creators creating fan art of characters that are either black or in that fandom that you like, or creating original content with your own people in it, and then literally ignore their existence. And the kicker is I was table sharing with a white creator. And after day one, when we had this discussion with some of the other black creators, the very next day, the white creator witnesses looked at me after a couple instances like, I see what you mean. Like, did that just happen? Like, once it's pointed out, like, they consistently was like, hey, did that guy just do what you guys were talking about? I was like, yeah, it happened that often that my white friend who was manning their own table noticed the incidences. We're not entitled to your sales, but we are definitely not entitled to this level of disrespect. But the most disturbing one that I had this convention was there was two white people, an adult that looked like the mom, a younger white little girl, and a young black little girl dressed like Nezuko. Presumably, the mom and the little white girl came over, they were looking to the stuff, they were talking to me, hearing about the books, and the entire time, the little black girl looked dead ahead down the hallway. Not once did she look at the booth, look at me, even when I attempted to talk to her like, hey, not even acknowledgement. That is learned behavior. I want to know what is going on that a young, probably 8-year-old child displayed that level of racism. Because as soon as she got past my booth, whoop, right back over looking at the stuff. Somebody needs to explain this to me. And if you're a black content creator that's gone to cons, do you experience this? But hey, if you just want some good old storytelling, grab The Devil's Deal or The Night of Slaughter. They both take place in the same world and are inspired by my D&D campaigns that I wrote for over 10 years.